Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're clicking on today's video, then you're here to see what I picked up at the Sephora VIB sale. I did mention in my last video that I placed just a very humble order, but if you're interested in see what I got, then let's just go ahead and go over it. So the first thing that I picked up that came in stock, it was so hyped up that when it came in stock, I was like, okay, that's a sign. It was still available when I placed my order, so I ordered it. That is the Patrick Ta, gosh, you can see the reflection, but that's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Blush Palette. I kind of want to use this on my eyes. I should have did that today. I didn't really think about it, but I'm wearing this on my cheeks right now, and I did film how I did it. So if you're interested in seeing me apply this on my face, then stay tuned because that is coming. But yeah, I love it. I think it's beautiful. I'm excited to have it. I've been using it ever since I got it, and it's been a couple days, so I feel like I have a pretty good opinion on it. And the verdict is yes, it's worth it. It's bright, it's blushy, so if you don't like blushy looks, then I don't think you need it, so don't fall into the hype. But if you get it, you're not going to be disappointed. The next up, I picked up the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette. So story behind this is I was lusting after the Mercury Retrograde palette, and I actually picked that palette up for the sale. And then I got my order and I used it like 3 times, and although it was beautiful and the mattes blended beautiful, the shimmers, I mean everybody's just always hyped that up, and that's why I really want it, because I feel like it would have been unique to my collection. It just wasn't for me. I didn't like the way the colors looked on me. It was okay, like I came out with pretty looks, but it wasn't something that I saw myself reaching for at the time, and so I was like, okay, for the money, I just felt like I could have went with something that's more me. That's where this comes in. These colors are way more me. Browns, mauves. I love smoking out my eye looks. Like I was so impressed with the Mercury Retrograde like formula, so I knew that I wanted to exchange it and stick with Huda Beauty because of that. So far I feel like it's foolproof. I am wearing it on my eyes today, so if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, stay tuned for that too. So yes. And then for my first order, lastly, I picked up the Grande Groovy Goddess set. One is missing, it's in my bathroom. I've already started using it. That's the brow enhancing serum, and then this comes with the big lash enhancing serum and then a mini one as well. This is kind of like a repurchase for me. It's my first time trying the brow, so I'll let you guys know how that goes, but I like it. I did place a second order, but it's nothing crazy. I just picked up like a Sephora brush cleaner, the one that Patty Alonso talks about. I have like this spray one, and it's okay, but I don't really like it, so I'm gonna try the other one that she raves about. So I got that, and then I got rose hip oil. It's amazing from The Ordinary, and that's actually not for me. I bought it for my cousin because she has sensitive skin and dry, and so I figured that can go along with one of her Christmas presents, so I picked that up for her. And then I just re-upped on my Danessa Myricks oil. I was debating back and forth whether I wanted to pick another one up. I love it, and I know I wanted to keep in my collection. I just didn't know if Danessa Myricks would have like a Black Friday sale that I would love, but I know she doesn't offer like free shipping, so I was like, I might as well just get it from Sephora, because with the shipping, you know what I mean. So I got that, and I'm just waiting for that to come in. So yeah, that's all I got. I did do a tutorial on how I got this look today, so if you're interested in seeing this eye look with the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette with the Patrick Ta blush, and then I am wearing that slippery shade from the palette as my highlight, which I think is really pretty. So if you're interested in seeing all that in motion and how I got this look, then just keep on watching and stay tuned. Hi everyone, so we're gonna just jump right in and get started on just an eye look with the Huda Beauty and Naughty Nude palette. So this is what it looks like. I have used this already once before, so this is what it looks like here. And I do have to go to work today, so I'm filming this early in the morning before work, so I'm gonna try to keep it kind of simple for you. I could always do another tutorial going all out with glitter. I could probably do that for work, but I'm just, for the sake of time, I'm not going to. So what I have in mind today is I do just want to do something like an all matte simple look. So that's what we're gonna do. So first, I'm just gonna start off with a big fluffy brush. This is the M441, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Hypnotic, which is this shade right here. I grabbed a little too much. There is kick up in the pan. And then I am going to look down a little bit, and I'm just getting this in my crease and slightly above my crease. And then I'm gonna dip back in again and then do the same thing on the other eye. So, and I'm not even being careful, I'm just kind of throwing this all over my lid. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in so you guys can really see. So I see I had just blended it all like crazy. So I'm just gonna go in with like a clean brush. There's literally nothing on it, and I'm just gonna run it through the top. Okay. Now for the next color, I want like a more defined crease, so I am going to go in with a rougher 14 brush. It looks like this, so it's like smaller but tapered at the end. I'm going to go in with the shade Rough, which is this shade right here, and I'm just dipping in. Actually, I didn't pick up a lot, so I'm just picking up a little bit and tapped off the end of my brush, and I'm literally going right into the crease here. I like to stamp it when I'm doing like a more defined look, just so I can get that stamp of the pigment where I want it and then blend. So like that. I'm doing the outer corner too. And I am taking this all the way in my crease. So So I literally just built that color up in the crease until I got the opacity that I wanted. And same thing, I'm still using the rough color. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So I'm gonna stamp it on my crease. And on that little corner. Like that, and then just blend. Okay, you see I just defined the crease, got it to the opacity that I wanted. I know the shimmers are more the star of the show on this palette, but the mattes blend out so beautiful. So yeah, so I think I want like a more defined, so I am gonna go into the shade Hard, which is that beautiful marble shade, and I'm kind of scared to go into it because it's so pretty. We're just gonna do it, so just kind of dipping like in the middle of it just to pick up some color. And I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm not going to take it in all the way. So outer corner or the inner crease. Let's see how to just define it more. So there's a color built up on this side, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side. I'm not taking it all the way to the inner corner. You see, I just took it out. I feel like this side's a little darker, so I'm just going in with another layer. I'm going in with another layer just to make it match. Okay. Then with whatever's left on my brush after I did both that blending, see if I'm just bringing this out like that with whatever's left. And it's okay if it looks messy, that's why I'm doing my eyes first. Okay, same brush. Now I'm gonna go in with a darker shade. And for this, I think I'm just gonna mix spicy and naughty. 2, 1. And I'm just gonna put that in the outer corner. Stamping motion. And I'm just deepening that outer corner. One important thing to note, so if you go in with your brush straight on like I did, make sure you're going into your eye that way, because that's where the pigment is going to distribute evenly. Now if you're going to use the side of your brush like this, then when you dip it in the pan, dip it on that side. So like side, side, like that. No, there you see it. And I'm gonna just do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so a lot deeper than I would have liked for work, but that's okay. So now that we've got like the color built up to the outer corners that we want, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna try to use this flat brush on a matte eyeshadow for the lid. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here, Filthy. And I'm using a dense brush because when we want like a lot of pigment to lay down like that, you want something with the bristles stuck together to pick up more of that pigment. And then I'm using something flat because of the shape to get it on the lid. So that's really pigmented. Like that was, I don't think I have a little too much, to be honest. That's okay. Now with my finger, I'm just kind of merging these two colors together. Do you see how pigmented that is? These mattes blend so beautiful. It's crazy. Okay, so I've got that color laid down. And with nothing extra on this brush, I'm just going in on both sides to marry those colors together in the outer corner. I'm just lightly tapping. I'm tapping. Okay. I'm going to go and finish up the rest of my face makeup, and then we're going to come back with the Patrick Ta palette, and I'm going to go ahead and demo that. So, and then we can finish up the eyes too, like the underneath and all that. So yeah. Okay, I'm back. Actually, let's finish off the eyes first. So back to this beauty, and I am going to, back to this beauty. So I'm going to go into the shade Rough. Actually, no, we'll start with Hypnotic. That's the shade we started, and I'm literally using the brush that had a darker shade on it. So yeah, I didn't clean it off, but we're just rolling with it. I'm going to just run this. Across the bottom of my eyes. And actually, the reason why I like doing that too is because, as you can see, I kind of have some under eye wrinkles. And when I put that color there, it kind of camouflages it. And then I'm going to go into that Filthy shade right here. And I'm just going to blend Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and mix naughty and spicy, like how we did in the outer corner of the last one. And I'm just stamping it. Doing it again. And then ever so lightly, I'm just kind of blending it into the top there. I want a little more. I'm just going in with spicy, which is that even darker shade. Just in the outer corner. Okay. And then I'm going to find, I want to highlight with this palette. So I'm going to use a Morphe JH42. As you can see, it's got, okay. First with my finger, I'm going to go into Tantric. Okay, that's a little darker than I expected it to be, so I'm glad I swatched it first. So now I'm gonna go in with Irresistible, which is this pink shade right here. And see, okay, that one is a little darker too than what I want for my inner corner. Let's try Shameless. Let's just do Shameless and Please Me. I mean, we're swatching here, so. I don't know if you can see that. Those are all darker than I would like. Let's try, oh god, this shade is so pretty, Flower Power. Okay. Gosh. I think the worst swatcher is this shade. Right there. And I think that's the winner. Now that I have eyeshadow all over my arm. So I'm going to take this brush. I'm actually just going to try to get it right into the lightest part. It's very flaky, so. Whatever's left on the brush. Brow bone. Okay. Then whatever, again, is left on the tip of the brush. I love taking it into the crease a little bit. I like it. So there is the eyes. Getting closer here. I didn't put liner on my lashes yet because I want to get that to dry. But now we're gonna go into the Patrick Ta blush palette. So I'm gonna take a brush and clean it off on a paper towel here. I'm gonna work a little backwards here. I'm gonna go in this pink shade and I'm literally one time, do you see that color chaos? I don't need all that, so I'm just working it into my hand first. And I'm just stamping it on. And you see it's going on light because I went in one dip and I took most of the pigment off on my hand. And so now I can apply a little more pressure on my cheeks because I gave them a puzzle to play with. I think they finished the puzzle. If you can hear my dogs, yeah, you can hear them. So there's that pink shade on. And as you see, I used that one dip for both sides of my face. So now I'm gonna go in with this darker shade, the same thing, but one. Actually, I'm gonna go in two. Okay, so there it is now. I'm gonna do the same thing, back of my hand, or I guess inside of my hand. And I'm keeping that darker color right where I would want to contour. So I'm gonna go in with like a stipple brush, and I'm gonna go in with She's Baked, which is the darker color, over what we just did. So there she is, and again, and this really works it into the brush too, so okay. I've worn nothing but this blush since I got this palette. I just think the formula is beautiful. I know the colors are a little much for every day. For me, I don't care. I like makeup a lot, and everyone knows it, and you know, it is what it is. But I do want to get more toned down colors because I like the formula so much. So yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face. I'm gonna take my finishing powder, tone all this down just a little bit, and then put some liner over my lashes, and then we'll come back and I will finish off the cheeks with that slippery shade, and we'll see how that looks as a highlighter. So okay, so I'm back. Face is predominantly done. I went ahead and just added some liner to cover the lash band. They're relatively thin, but still, it just makes me feel better doing that. And then I added a cream liner to the inner corner. It is the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil. It's waterproof. I like it. I don't think it lasts all day, but it makes me feel good when I wear it. And this is the shade 06 Silky Nude. That's it. So last but not least, I hope I don't regret this, but I am going to take that slippery shade and then use it as a highlighter on my cheeks. I did go in with Clinique Lunar Pop highlighter before I even went in with blush. I did my bronzer, and then I did highlighter, and then we did the Patrick Top blush. But we're gonna use this as a topper. I'm not gonna lie, so everyone has been like really freaked out about this shadow. It's right here. I think it's really pretty and innovative. Like, I don't know, I kind of don't want to touch it, but at the same time, it's like, it's what it's for, right? To be used. So I'm just going in, and yeah, it is just like Vaseline. But because I know I've seen some that don't have a lot of beads. Mine has a lot of beads in it. So I kind of looked out because I do see the pigment now is swirling. See? Okay. Here's it on my finger, and that's a lot. I'm just gonna go for it. I think I'm very light skin tone, so I hope it doesn't come out too dark, but I probably could have used it for my lips too, but I have this combo that I just love. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. I think it might be a little too dark for me, but it kind of goes with all that blush that I put on my face. And this is over powder, by the way, because I set my face before we went in with Patrick Ta, and then I went ahead and I used finishing powder all over my face, especially in this area, to tone down that blushy look, and I think it looks nice. So there you have it. It's the final look with using what I picked up at the Sephora VIB sale. So just as far as this palette, I really love it. These colors are so me. I think the mattes blend beautifully. The shimmers are great. I know I only use it in my inner corner. I can totally do another tutorial. I know this has been out for a while, so there's a crap ton of tutorials already out there. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. I love it. I'm happy that I went with this one. And I can see this being like an everyday palette. I do think it's on par with my Lorac palette that's $35, so it's not like these colors are so unique and the formula is like amazing. But I'm happy with this palette. Like, I'm okay with it. This is a win in my book. And then the Patrick Ta palette, it's really hyped up. I get why it's hyped up because the formula is great. These other blushes are the same formula as this, then I'd say go for one of the colors that actually works for you, that you know you'll use every day and you'll get your use out of. So I have it, I love it, I'm not returning it. I get why everyone was talking so highly of it. So as far as that set that I picked up from Grande, I've been using it on my brows. I haven't been using it long enough to really see amazing results. I haven't been using it long enough for my brows to really see a difference. But I've been using it for a really long time on my lashes, and I love it, so that's why I re-picked it up. So thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye.